Hey, what is going on YouTube? This is Robert, and today I'm bringing to the full drop list for this week, which is week 16 of the full winter season. And yeah, we're just going to be jumping straight into it. For this week, we have the winter tees. Isn't really like a lot to say, or like no real explanation is needed for them. We can just jump straight into it and go through it. And yeah, the retails will probably be out either when I upload this or a little bit later on, or they might already be out, I don't know. But regardless, let's just get straight into this and go through it. And yeah, that's about it. Okay, so let's get into the drop list for this week and just go over everything, obviously. So we're kicking off with the backcountry Access Snow Shovel. Yeah, Snow Shovel, two different colorways, as far as I expected to, and as far as you can see, probably just extendable to different sizes. I don't know what the retail is. I don't know what an estimate would be. I'm not going to look up an estimate because realistically, my estimates are like all over the place. Like I'll be like, oh, it can be this price, then all of a sudden it's lower. And other times I'm like, well, go buy online, it's this much, and then it's like 7 times or 10 times that price. So I'm going to leave those be. It would be cool. It doesn't really snow that often in the UK. I mean, we just had some, obviously. But, I mean, yeah. We're very sporadic when it comes to snow and snow in general. Like, we'll get it in, like, January to, like, April. Sometimes even May at points. And then at, like, the random points every decade or so, we'll get a good chunk during December. So, yeah. I don't know if it's going to be that useful for here. Moving on from there though, we have the Singer SP68 computerized sewing machine. I saw at the retail was like 600 or 700, something like that. It looks quite cool, but yeah, it's quite a high retail. So now we can move on to the first of the winter tees, because obviously this week we have the winter tees dropping, and we're going to have the Dylan tee to start off with in this nice green colourway. As you can see, a portion of the proceeds from the Dylan tee will benefit the Dylan Rider Foundation. So, yeah, if you don't know who Dylan Rider is, correct me, you know if I'm wrong. He's a skateboarder, model, I believe, who passed away sadly from leukemia. I believe it was 2016, so 6 years ago now. And, yeah, I believe he was in Cherry. Was he in Cherry? Like I said, just correct me if I'm wrong. But, yeah, my knowledge goes very thin when it comes to like the extra details of things, but that's the base of it. So it is a very nice tee in the end, and it has a nice foundation and backing and things that go alongside it, like a story to go with it. From there we have the Cordura Puffer Balaclava. Bit of a different piece, bit of a different balaclava. Quite cool for this time of year, probably perfect to keep you warm. Any of the colourways are probably great, whether you go with red, black, the sort of lighter olive or navy, I think all of them are equally decent. We then have the Doughboy pieces also dropping this week, so we've got these skateboards dropping, which I think are really cool. Either one of the designs I think would be perfect. I really like the vividness and the detail to the one on the right, but obviously the one on the left is the more simplistic and sort of better stand out in the end over the like artistic type. From there we then have some Hanes pieces, which I absolutely like love my set of these, being the thermal crew and the thermal pant. They are absolutely amazing. They're extremely thick, warm, you know, just everything's great about them. So if you were going to get them, I'd recommend going ahead and doing so. Sizing is a little bit hit and miss with Hanes. It just is at the end of the day. I've got medium in mine, and yeah, still a little bit of like an off, you know, sizing, but overall it's decent. So just make sure that you know what you're going to wear and you're happy with it being a little bit larger than like what that size is. From there we have the small box draw cord zip up hoodie. A lot of different colorways, which is cool. I'm not really a zip up person. I mean, small boxes, I know that typically some colorways do end up selling out, or some sizes within those colorways, but as an overall I think there's like a lot more going on this week that people will be interested in. We then have the Milford Graves tee. As far as I know, they're a drummer, and that's about the extent of my knowledge, so yeah. We then have the Doughboy tee, which obviously says Doughboy Supreme. Lots of different colorways as per normal. We'll probably have a list of them out tonight or later on tonight, and yeah, I mean, it's cool, it's simplistic. I don't really know how I feel about a lot of the tees this time. I would prefer them to be actual like winter type, but Supreme seems to have like deviated from that path over the last couple of seasons or years in general, from us getting more so like wintry themed pieces to just designs that are just all over the place. Moving on from there though, we have the collaboration for this week, which is going to be the Great China Wall, where we've got the sword hoodie, the canvas 5-pocket jean, and the hooded work jacket. Yeah, all embroidered work going on. I like the design of having Supreme going into the pockets. I think that's a cool and different look. I don't know how I feel so much about the different colours on the hoodies. I think that personally the blue or like royal tone is the best one, and in the work jacket I think it works either way. I'm not a massive fan of the brown at the base of this like teal tone or green tone, but yeah, I think the black colourway is perfectly fine. We then just move on to the less hype pieces of the week, and we can just go through them. So we've got the New York Fire Department Engine 9T. Yeah, from there we've got the trademark T, which I do actually like the overlapping of the like type and the text. I think it makes a little bit better, it looks a little bit cooler. It also sort of gives me like, I don't know if it's just me, but it's like the Da Vinci Vitruvian Man, or like the Anatomy of Man, you know, where it's got like, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but that's the sort of imagery that I get from it, which is probably really out there. But yeah, we then have the reflective ripstop camp cap. Couple of decent colorways. I think this green has been like a standout this season among like a lot of pieces. So yeah, we then have the Doughboy beanie. Cool beanie, different colorways which are great. I personally would probably say that it'd be the blue or the black colorway that'd be the better two, but that's just me. We then have the Nuns tee, which is by Sean Cliver, I believe. So yeah, I'm not going to open up the graphics, I could get demonetized, but we'll move on from there to the panelled velour long sleeve polo. Not my sort of piece, I'll be honest, and probably just the black colourway would be my favourite out of them. We then have the fur collar car coat. Probably the same sort of thing, just the black colourway, and that'd be it. I'm not too much of a fan of this front tone, which looks like a houndstooth type of design. So yeah, we've got the cigarette tee, which says Christmas. I don't know if there's anything behind that, like meaning behind it, but personally for me, their Christmas tees are so bad. Like genuinely, I don't know, maybe it's me, maybe I'm just getting annoyed over nothing. But yeah, we then move on to the quilted leather work jacket. Probably gonna have a high retail, colorways are decent across the board, but yeah, we have the window pane wool trouser, not really my type. We've got the New York Fire Department 5-panel. Yeah, again, the green colourway I think is really clean. And to finish off the week, we've got the tree bark camo beanie with the sweater. Don't know where they are, just got the names floating there. That's terrible. We've then got the signature long sleeve top. In the tree bark camo, I think that either colourway is great, but personally the like black colourway or black tone, I just think it's better. And yeah, the signature top, maybe the blue, but eh. So that is going to cover it for this week. As per norm, let me know down below what you're going to be going for, what you're looking forward to, or if you signed up for in-store, maybe to go in this week. I know that a couple of people did, thinking that it was going to be box logo tees this week. Unlucky. Personally for me, I really don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I might just decide when it comes to the drop, or maybe just leave it be, to be honest. I would pick up more Hanes, but I've got like 3 sets from Supreme so far, and it's just a bit of a waste just getting more if I'm not going to wear them. So yeah, I'll have to wait and see, but anyway, that's going to cover it for me. I hope that you have a good rest of your day. Let me know down below whether or not your box logo, like beanie, crew neck, or whatever you ordered from last week has arrived, or if anything else has arrived, or whether or not like the postal delays and things have been affecting you. And yeah, that's just going to cover it for me. So like I said, I hope that you have a good rest of your day, and I will see you all next time. Peace.